Sac passe, you guys. So going ahead and jumping straight into this video, I'm going to reach for the Juvia's Place Zulu palette and use the yellow shade, and I'm going to put that in my crease area, and I'm going to use that as some sort of a transition shade. I'm going to pack and blend. Now I didn't go ahead and mention the usual steps that I take because it's not anything different as far as how I prime my face, how I do my brows, and what products I use. I will leave those in the description box but down below. But for any new subscribers, I did my brows with the the e.l.f. dip brow in the shade dark brown, and I primed my eyelids with the LA Girl Pro concealer in the shade toffee, and I already went ahead and primed my face with the Becca primer, and I set my brows with the e.l.f. brow mascara. So now I'm grabbing the orange shade from the Zulu palette, and I'm putting that right under the yellow shade, and I'm just going to pack it in and then proceed to blend out the color so that the colors can look as seamless as possible. I don't want it to look so obvious that there's orange packed right up under the yellow. And of course, I'm going to put some of that orange in the inner corners of my eyes as well, and I'm going to continue to blend that out to just to deepen up the color a little bit more. I really did want this orange to be as vibrant as possible. Alright, so now I'm going to reach for the Ultimate Artistry palette, and I'm going to grab that burgundy shade out of that palette, and I'm going to pack in that burgundy shade, working my way from the outer corners into the inner corners. And I'm just going to keep packing and blending until I get the vibrant, loud intensity that I'm looking for out of that burgundy shade. Okay, so now I'm going to grab my LA Girl Pro concealer in the shade Toffee, and I'm going to place that concealer right in the middle portion of my eyelids, and I'm going to kind of like shape it into like a circle. That's so weird, because what I'm going to do after I do that is I'm going to take the burgundy shade again, and I'm going to pack that shade all in the middle of my eyelids. And then after I do that, I'm going to reach for the Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar palette by Too Faced, and I'm going to take the shade Truffled, and I'm going to blend that out on the outer quarters, Jesus Christ. I'm going to blend that out on the outer corners where I place that burgundy, just to deepen up the shade a little bit more. Now for this portion, you guys, I do suggest using a fluffy brush. I was struggling at first, but then once I changed out my brushes, it made it so much easier for me to blend out that brown shade into the burgundy and the orange as well as my outer corners, because I wanted it to go from a dark to a light effect. So after blending for 10 years in a decade, I'm going to reach for my Black Radiance True Complexion contour palette, and I'm going to take that gold shade out of there, and I'm going to plop that right in the inner corners of my eyes. Yes, baby. Then after that, moving on to the face, I'm going to grab my Black Opal translucent setting powder in the shade medium, and I'm going to put that all over my face. I use this as a means to try to limit my oiliness from peeking through. But yeah, I'm just gonna put that all over my face. It's not really a specific way for that I do this. I really just put it everywhere. Like, that's how oily my skin is. I mean, baby, I gotta pre-bake before I even get in the oven. Like, does that didn't even make sense. But yeah, so moving forward, I'm going to grab my Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the shade Deep Bronze. This is a matte foundation, but I went ahead and wet my brush with the e.l.f. Mist. I'll leave that in the description box down below. But I find it so much easier when I add the translucent powder to wet my brush, or if I have a sponge, because it makes it so much easier to blend out this foundation, because it's already matte, so it dries pretty fast in my opinion. So I use a brush to evenly distribute it out, and also using a brush, a wet brush, it just helps me use less product. So now we're really about to get in the oven. So I'm baking. So I'm baking the my eyes, under my eyes, my forehead, my nose, my chin, my cupid's bow. I mean, I'm baking the sides of my jaw. Like, come on, baby. I am about to be a delicious, delicious cake. Okay, y'all, that was so freaking corny. Like, I don't even understand. Ça me fait que de la pas même fait sens. Like, ça pas fait sens du tout. But either way, I'm just gonna keep baking. Applying translucent powder, and then like I said, I'm gonna apply it on my jawline just to make my contour pop, jump out, scream, yell, shout a little bit more than it usually does, because y'all know I usually go for the natural look, so I don't even be trying to do all that extra stuff. But after I do that, I'm going to reach for the Black Radiance True Complexion contour palette, and I'm going to chisel, ching, ching, ching. Y'all, that chisel sound was terrible. But I'm going to chisel my face from under my lip, my forehead, my nose, and the jawline. I'm going to chisel. I wasn't trying to go for a dead look, but I hope I didn't come out looking like I had a sunken face, because we don't want to be in a sunken place. Oh my God. All right, y'all. Please bear with me. Like, my jokes are, it's not even making sense. Like, I don't know. At this point, I'm just blabbing. Just freaking blabbing. All right, y'all. So now I am just dusting off the setting powder. Y'all, please don't make a mistake like Julia made once before. Do not forget to brush off that powder. Girl, I was looking ghastly, ghostly. Oh, something on job. Anyways, now I'm going to grab that highlighter shade from the same contour palette, and I'm going to use that to highlight the high points of my face. Y'all know usually I would definitely use a brighter highlighter, but I didn't want too much focus to come off of my eyes. I'm also going to highlight the bridge of my nose and the tip and my cupid's bow, as well as my chin. And also something that I wanted to touch on that I feel like is very important. You guys, if you're wanting to recreate any of these looks that I've done thus far on my channel, s'il vous plaît, do not go and overdo it. And what I mean is, if you're gonna recreate on your own terms. In short, recreate based off of what your budget can handle. Not to say that the stuff that I have is like overly expensive, because I try to bargain shop as much as possible, but even still, there's been palettes that I've paid $20 or $15 for. And to some, oh, what's $20? What's $15? Well, $20 is gas in my car, baby. Not to say that it's gonna fill up the whole tank, but just depending on where I started, it could. $15 could do the same thing. $15 could be food in the house. So I'm just saying, keep in mind that recreating something also comes from recreating your budget. Okay, that didn't make no sense. recreating a look means that you have to go and look in your makeup collection and see what works for you. What colors do you have in there that could work for this look? Or even if you don't have those colors, look for cheaper alternatives, you guys. Look for dupes. Look for stuff that you would not expect to work that good. Like I said, the dollar store, LA Colors, not LA Girl, but LA Colors is where I started, baby. And LA Colors, they did me good. They did me good. Okay. So definitely I just wanted to point that out and just let y'all know, like, hey, you know, recreate, but recreate on your own terms. All right, y'all, so that about concludes this look. I was trying to go for, you know, kind of like obviously the top, I gave it kind of like a sunset look. It's really, really cute, but also I wanted my fall colors incorporated into this look. I went ahead and did a nude lip. I thought about doing like a dark purple lip, but I was just like, no, I don't want to take too much attention from the actual eyes, which is why my highlight isn't even that bright. I was like, I really want all the attention on my eyes. I want you guys to when you see me and I walk in the room, like, bam, bam, you got to look at me. But that's what I was going for. But you guys know I will leave all the products all the products that I used in the description box down below. And I don't know, you guys, if you have any questions or concerns on anything, you know, leave them in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys think about this look, and what else you guys would like to see. I tried to, you know, mix it up a little bit, whether it's wigs or, you know, what kind of hairstyles or whatever. Hairstyles, I just said that. Whether it's wigs or what type of makeup looks I do, I like to try to kind of mix it up for you guys. But definitely let me know what else you guys would like to see, what different kind of color schemes. Give me some ideas for my next video. But thank you so much for watching. Merci un pile. Na bwe pita. To all my little zos qui a gardé merci petit. But na bwe pita.